Do not give up. You're so close. The enemy has done everything he has could, especially since you've had your awakening and you know who you are in God, not what the world says you are. So he's done everything. He used all the ones that was closest to you to come against you, the gang stalking, which all did not work. Now what the enemy is doing is he's attacking your mind. And also I'm picking up that, his minions that he's using to put up the spell work against you is trying to mess up with what I'm picking up is more just you not having the drive to continue working on what God has called you to work on. And more procrastination. And also the mind too. He's attacking your mind with maybe with a little bit of fear, a little bit of doubt. Because what the enemy is after is your seed. This is why he has come against you to the point where some of where you had that, he almost was trying to take you out, where you had a near-death experience, and to get you so worn out that you just would not continue to move forward on the assignment. So, as I said, the enemy is after your seed. It's just like what you have to do in this hour is this is a season, and I mentioned this before, that you are birthing. And so what you're doing, I'm going to use an example like a wheat. You want that wheat to continue to produce. This is like, I'm talking about like a farmer. And you got to make sure that you don't have any weeds that can disrupt the growth and the production of that wheat. And that's what you have to do right now in this hour. Chosen ones, you got to move in silence. I wouldn't even tell anybody to even say that you're working on something. Just tell them the complete opposite. You got to move into silence, and what will happen is once this comes into fruition, once you have birth, whatever it is, whether it's a ministry, whether it's a business, they will find out on their own. They're going to find out. Your faith is what's being tested right now. And in God's kingdom, faith is the currency. Do not lean unto your own understanding, Proverbs 3:5. God is going to use all that you have gone through, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You should have lost your mind. The fact that you are still here, you're in your right mind, because the enemy had came up against you so hard. Remember, thieves don't break in empty houses. So you had something valuable that the enemy knew that you had. And this is why you had so much attacks and why you had so much opposition. What you have gone through is not going to be in vain. Being chosen, you are dealing, not only are you battling your own, having to overcome and had to battle your own demons, but you also breaking a generational curse off your bloodline. So that is a lot right there, just for an individual to overcome all of that. That's a lot. And that's not something that is overnight. This happened over time, where you took losses. You know, people turned away from you, turned on you, left you for dead. But as we know that our Heavenly Father, He never leaves nor forsake you. God does not break His promises like man does. God just might say, okay, it's just not your time yet. But God was with you while you were in the pit. And all He wants to know, once He blesses you, that you just don't forget about Him and continue to stay the course until your time is up here on this earth. You are a victor. So just keep going. And I'm going to say this again, move in silence. And just stay the course. Because this is a season where you're going to see it, and you're going to start seeing the fruit of your labor, all that you have been putting in to what God has called you to do. So that's my message for you. Stay prayed up, and God bless.